just about set to go now. And on the hill, Pedro Martinez. What do you have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Pedro is one of the most dominant pitchers in the history of the game, Boog, and he's known for his excellent command of the baseball and a variety of pitches that always seems to confuse lineups.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Strike 2. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side into first. Phillies down in order. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Zach Wheeler. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
1 out, bases empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Over to first. And Vladdy is set down. Manny Ramirez up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. Ramirez, a former All-Star, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 2 down, nobody on. And that one is inside ball 1. That's inside.
Inside. Ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That one ripped. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Digging in, David Ortiz. Tap foul at the plate. Ramirez stands at second with 2 gone. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And that one hammered way back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Coming home. And he'll make it into third with a triple. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Next to hit, Adrian Beltre. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that's a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now it's going to be Jose Bautista. This ball's chopped on the ground. Throws to first. Inning over. 3 runs for him here. Top of the second. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game. They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Foul ball. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Nick Castellanos, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Fires over to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail in this one. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Wheeler back to work. And a sweeper misses for a ball. In there at the knees. Hit hard on the ground is short. 1 up, 1 down. And next to hit for Detroit, Yainer Diaz. Swinging a foul straight back. He gets there with the slide. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it hits the fence. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's into third with a 2-out triple.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now here is Vladimir Guerrero. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0. Manny Ramirez, the next to hit, doubled his first time. That's down and in. Next offering is in for a strike. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. And that's outside. Center field. Ashburn trying to get there. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Real Muto. Fastball is outside. Just missed. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa. Late with the swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Number 23 in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Guerrero. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
Back to the top of the lineup, Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Beltre sizes this one up, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning as we go to the last of the 3rd. Stepping in, David Ortiz. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's some real power at the plate. Sammy Sosa, 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And a pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And it's now first and second to start the inning. First and second, no outs. Adrian Beltre up now for the Tigers. RBI single his last time up. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
The count.
Fought off foul. No outs, runners at first and second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
The 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And up next for Detroit, Alfonso Soriano. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Castellanos ranges back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Brandon Marsh. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Cut on and lifted in the air, Ramirez. And there's one down. Richie Ashburn stands in for the Phillies. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. The Phils down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. And a bunt towards third. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's there with a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back.
And there's a hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Boom. Stands in now and watches strike 1. Hit in the air, left field. And that is foul. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. The RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-1. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Aaron Nola.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So the batting order turns over, and here's the Tiger leadoff man.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And that one fouled off. Diaz gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Little chopper rolls foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground, out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
That one to first, and that squirts through. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Manny Ramirez up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
To short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Now at the plate, David Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at third, 2 away. Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself. They limit the damage here. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
And a ground ball to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And now it is JT Realmuto. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Now it's going to be Edmundo Sosa. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 5th. Foul ball, still 0-2. Up the middle. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're down 5-1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Jesus Luzardo.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
So digging in, Sammy Sosa.
44. Jesus Luzardo.
And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 56 preparing to come on if needed. Johnson also throwing. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Adrian Beltre up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Hit on the ground to short. Sosa slings to first in time. Jose Bautista up now for the Tigers. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Ground ball to Bohm. Bohm throws on to first. And that is the 3rd out. And And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Yuri Perez.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Just
Outside,
missed.
that's the ball. Ball, that pitch is out.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And it's
We got
filled
a
up.
full count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. This is Bryson Stott. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Guerrero hustling after it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. A changeup missing, and a count even 1-1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
2 strikes.
That one missing inside. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Throw into third, into second, and he's got a double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next to hit, Brandon Marsh. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And a curve misses outside. Ball 1. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Fastball is outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. 1 run across. 2 runs are in. Saved at the plate. It's a 3-run inside the park home run. Richie. The new pitcher in the game, Luis Gil.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss.